Hello, everybody. This is jbuzzsaw 79 with some X-wing on the channel here. Starting. Right. So, as you look at the board right now, on the left is going to be me. I am playing Double Falcon uh, with Han Solo and Lando Calrissian. And on the other side of the board is going to be uh, my son, and he is flying Empire with Echo, Death Rain, and Major Vermeil. And first of all, we're going to go to what his build. We're already on it. So he's flying Echo with Collision Detector, Outmaneuver, and Death Rain with Thermal Detonators, Seismic Charges, Delayed Fuses, and Trajectory Simulator. And Major Vermeil has Darth Vader, Moff Gerard, Shield Upgrade, and Intimidation. I am flying Han Solo with Jen Urso, Perceptive Co-Pilot, Biston, and Stealth Device. You do see that there is a composure there. After we got things rolling, we had talked about points and check stuff, and I realized apparently my build was 2 points over. So while composure is out on the map, I do not actually have composure. So maybe next points update here in another 2 weeks ish will drop me 2 points in the build, and then I can have composure. Uh, so then I got Lando with Neon, K2SO stealth device, and the Falcon title. Uh, so any of you who are not uh, used to uh, me or how things go, in the past, I've just put the matches up there and kind of left them as they are. Uh, I haven't given videos in a very long time, and there you see a boost for me. No, I'm sorry, it's the one bank, not a boost. There was a boost. There's the stress. There we go. So it was a boost. um, so yeah, I haven't done videos in a really long time, and we're doing them up again. Uh, so that's why we're doing these. I have decided to do some commentary, try some commentary uh, with these this time. Just spice it up, see if there's anything different, see if anybody would enjoy it more or less. I don't know. And don't want to just play in background, so I've thrown on original video game soundtracks because I was told that YouTube does not go ahead and lock those out because they're video games and that's an open license. So we'll see. Because, YouTube is weird sometimes and likes to do weird stuff. But we'll see. So, yeah, so first of all, I'm going to explain my build. Then we'll go on to my son's here. So originally, at one point, was flying Rayhan and Resistance Falcons, and I did better than I anticipated. And locally, we've been on the board playing for a while now. So I think since, oh gosh, I want to say since at least January of this year. So that's been a thing. Anyway, so I was doing fairly well with that. I think people got caught up in the fact of, the swarm was a real problem. Um, but if you mitigate the damage and the fact that Ray just takes ships off the board, she doesn't just usually hurt them. She usually kills stuff. Just with the fin blank added in and stuff, and you always have full mods. Um, so yeah, I decided then to try it with Rebels. Um, Lando's on top right now as you look at the screen with the purple and gray, and then on the bottom is Lando. Lando having 2 KSO is really good because of the fact that you can take and add a calculate, do a blue maneuver, and basically it's if you fly well, it's a recurring force. We're gonna see a bump here for my son um, coming in here in a Reaper. I don't know why he thought that would clear, um, but regardless. So the whole point is that you ideally can get the calculate onto Lando, then do a blue maneuver, and then get 2 actions with Lando. Because why not? 2 KSO allows you to go ahead and also uh, put that out to the other ship if they're within range 3. Perhaps they have a better shot. I don't know. So, and of course, there, I think I clipped the edge, and yeah, I did. I clipped the edge, so that was just poor piloting on my part there, apparently. Um, Hitting the edge of the debris field. And I actually took a crit there. So that was a horrible start for me. Um, since Lando can take 2 actions, though, uh, I gave him the Millennium Falcon title, so he can take an evade. With the stealth device, he's rolling at least 2 dice. So my thought is that if you take a focus and evade, you have basically generally you can get 2 evades then with the Falcon, which is pretty good. By having 2 evades with the Falcon, you can go ahead and shrug off a lot of hits. And then once they finally break the stealth, sure, they finally get rid of it. Ideally, then, okay, well now they still got to chew through, hopefully, 10 plus hit points, at that point. Falcon having 8 hole in those 5 shields, it's 13. So they're very thick. Um, Han is on the same guys, but Han is actually even harder to hit because Han has um, the built-in Han ability, allowing him to reroll the dice, which is very good. So Han takes Perceptive so he can get double focus. Jen makes it focus evade, so you set up then just like Lando. The only difference with that is that then um, if you roll very poorly, like I rolled double blanks or something, or blank focus, something really bad, I could go ahead and use Han to reroll that defense roll and then try to modify it. Um, so yeah, with those things in mind, this is supposed to be an uber defensive build to mitigate damage and then force you to still engage with a lot of stuff. So sorry I'm very long winded in my explanation uh, of this. So with that being said, my son's build. So first off, I'm going to go for uh, Echo. Uh, it's a very standard thing, I think, with Echo collision detector and outmaneuver. added points. I can't say if he would for sure, but most people that include, of course, Fifth Brother, um, which is pretty dang good. Uh, even though Echo's one pilot skill down, Echo can really get into certain areas where you just can't deal with him. Um, so Whisper is faster, it has the extra evade, but like a well-flown Echo is hard to deal with. You'll have to excuse us because we keep bumping the camera from time to time. Um, so that's the thing. Then he has Death Rain. Um, so I'm a little bit annoyed with the let's see, a little bit of a bump back there, I guess. With Death Rain. Yeah, sometimes we play pretty sloppy. Um, my son is about to have his 11th birthday, so keep that in mind, I guess. That cross table is 11-year-old for me playing. And I'll say at least better than some adults I've seen. And, I'm always impressed by him playing. Uh, my concern currently in here was the seismics. Because I figured with seismics, he's going to start detonating uh, all the bad stuff here. And if there's less debris on here, there's less places for me to hide. Um, I think that even though I'm bigger, the fact that I can boost out of arcs and still keep turrets turned gives me a huge advantage. But again, if he's going to sit there and start blowing up stuff with seismics, I was concerned about that. So we see the Eidolons there with the follow up of a one bank maneuver on the Reaper. Um, although it was a stress for the Burrow late, but so yeah, Death Run's ability to essentially take an action afterwards is so good. You can drop like double thermals and then go ahead and um, reload off of it. You can take drop one, boost, drop the second one, reload. Uh, there's all kinds of things. I think it's a really, really good bomber. The delayed fusers add another element to it that I think is really good too. Um, I'm not sure what his thoughts are on the build itself. He could put the gunner that lets you add on, so that all of a sudden you have the range. Oh, range 2 to 3 for the thermals. You could put seismics at range 2 and give yourself some more space. I mean, so there's some things there, I think. Um, Perhaps find a way to shave points or try a different person here. So I really like Death Rain and Echo. I think they're interesting together. Um, Vermeil, having Vader on is really good. Um, Gerard is pretty good. I don't know about the intimidation. That's interesting. Um, so yeah, overall, let's see here. I just did a boost around here, one straight. Um, I believe my turret is turned to the side, so trying to trigger off a Biston or prepare for the round next coming up because it would be Biston. Um, so yeah, that's the thing. I think there's a chance that moving Biston back to Lando might be the best choice, only because with Lando having that ability, you could do a straight maneuver, flip the turret because it was blue, um, and then choose the shot if you wanted. So it's a little more easier um, than on Han. All right, so we got a range check here. Nope. So thermal goes off. And he had put a fuse on the upper thermal, I believe. So that one does not go off either yet. So this is out the side, range 2 through the obstruction. Should be a 3 dice shot. He left 2 defense dice, no mods. I do have Han on, which allows the reroll, so I have something. Hit focus blank. Han, yep. Into 2 hits, so it's a little bit better. Into blankouts. And you can see us hitting the table. I have to work on that with the stand here. Okay. And then this is going to be Lando, range 3 to a cloaked whisper, or echo, excuse me, cloaked echo. Always excited. For 2. Gonna let it go at 2. All the dice. There's some funky music. I have to see if I can shimmy the stand here, make it a little bit better. We have some other people too that have told me they are willing to play some X-wing here, and I will have to adjust the thing here for that. So that, sorry. Some other people are going to be playing though, and they will be on here periodically then. Stand here is one. Uh, we got Arad. Um, couple different people playing. We'll bring some to live from the game store. Talk to the owner and a few people that play my locals, and they'd be willing to get on here. So we'll put those in here now too, um, as well as some other things like doing Mage Wars again and such, and then Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, so yeah, we'll get all those on here as well. Let's see. So I think that our Empire player uh, should really, from where he's sitting right now, should just kind of try to turn and take everything into Han where he is. Um, like a nice 2 bank decloak out the front for Echo there. Maybe I would think 2 or 3 hard, bring itself around. And these thermals, I would not have put fuses on. I disagree with that. And since you moved beforehand, I would have done a bank Eidolon and then done like a 3 bank or 3 straight and try to block Han. or get to a point where he's blocked there as you swing in with the other ones. And just, again, I don't agree with that. You should come up and pressure Han, because everybody's right there to put pressure on Han. And if you can get in a blind spot, then suddenly I have to take the choice of, do I rotate a gun to try to get you? Do I try to boost out? If you block, it's bad. So, and again, with the Punisher where it is, I think a two bank would have been better, and then take the action to target lock, then do a boost off of it. Um, Let me check. I think is it only drop a bomb? I think it's extra action. Let me double check. Uh, Drop or launch a device you perform an action. So if you'd come to bank, they're gonna two hard the next round. Or they press one hard. See, and what you've done now is you. The problem is now uh, Death Rain is down here, and that's not good. While he's sitting up on the side there. Uh, and he does block me here. Well, that's fine. I mean, I'd rather the block there than him sitting range one into me. Again, that'd be 4 dice into my 2. That's no good for me. If I engage at range 3, that's actually fairly decent for me because, again, the extra die plus the stealth plus base is 3 dice for defense. You do 2 hard, a 3 hard. Okay. And see, again, this is where I mean Biston over there. And if he had left those off, those both would have, I think, hit. But now, since that fuse is on, neither one of them are going to go off and we'll be there. And he's explaining to me that he thought I was going to come near the top more over here. But now this one's going to go off next turn. I know that. These won't go off. So I can do, about a 2 straight maybe. Be fine there. I do another 2 hard and follow around to the bottom and shoot out the side here. So I think learning when to put a fuse on and when not to will be extremely helpful. I picked up 2 focus, by the way. For 3, spending a force for Vader takes 2 onto the Reaper then. And then I'm going to fire with Biston out the other side into the Punisher. Range 2 not obstructed. And then 3 hits in. Wow. 2 crits. Oh, that's right. 2 crits. And I don't remember what they are. Perhaps next time we'll take some time, try to hold up the camera a little bit so people can look at them. Because I don't remember what they were. The 2 crits. I mean, this is one of those points where seems like pretty bad place for him to be. Now he's got short real estate up here. I mean, so what are your choices? Hard 2, about there maybe. Then you face another one. Hard 2 at the top. Yeah, that's probably the best. So let's go do something with this debris sitting here lined up for him. So hard 2 at the top. Over here, a little bit out. You can't really see it, but that's where real sitting. Again, this is one of those things where do straight aileron or bank aileron and then do a hard 2 to face me. Should be out of range of both the thermals over there. Over here, I'm going to either be out here probably get ready to engage stuff as it comes back. Since you move first, I would do decloak this way. So you're sitting over here-ish, somewhere over here. And then do a either 2 straight or 1 hard. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Yeah, I don't think I like that at all. I'm gonna drop more bombs, which yeah, that's fine. I think I drop only 1 thermal at 2. Yep. And I would have dropped the second one. But I mean, putting out bombs sure makes sense. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, knowing where I'm going to be is always they say after battle, but again, I think dropping some of the seismics, some of this would have been a little better. Yep. And he just misses the cloud, but he's in range for the second one. I think, let's see, no matter where he's going to hit the front tip of that. Maybe a barrel roll? Okay, if you do a boost as an action, he squeaks through there, so that's really good for him. I don't know if that was the best choice either. Again, I think instead of boosting, I'm going to try to barrel this way. And then next round swing in and shoot talking from the side. So we get the 1 sloop. This maneuver. I think doing a maneuver like that is a great way to get people in arc, but it's to me to finish the job, not to start. And he just kind of bumps right into the back of me here because I think he said he thought I was moving first, which that happens again. These things happen to everybody. So yeah, nice 1 bank for me. Look at that. I got nowhere to go. I lose stress. All right. I think yeah, I already have a target lock. So really I need to turn the gun if I don't have a shot. and maybe focus. Hey, look at that. Focus evade. Because, blue maneuvers. I think Nub is, first of all, underpointed, and second of all, underused. For those 5 points, I mean, especially on Lando, it's like it just needs to be stapled on Lando. So I just want to put that out there to everybody. Underused entirely. Um, Lando himself serves as both a aggressor, a defender, and a great support ship. Like he just covers so much into a build. Um, him with like A wings even and Hera. So many things. He could do a blue maneuver to give her action. She could do a red maneuver and then throw it around the room. I mean, so good for what he brings. I decided to boost with Han to make sure I was out of range for the thermals. So once I saw the thermals down, again, it didn't really matter. Um, I figured Han could just take his time, turn it in, and deal with things then. And again, his luck is not helping him. Double blackouts again. Spends one. Take both shields off of Echo. So good shot for me. And then no return shots. And we forgot the thermals again. I think there's like 3, 4 times we forgot to detonate the thermals, which every time would not have meant something to change change course of the game. So at this point, um, since you can't decloak, I would just sit there and do a hard one in and try to engage Han at range 3, or do the hard one and cloak and try to do it that way as well. Outmaneuver too. I think outmaneuver is also a really good card for Echo. Um, One of those things that a lot of people think are too expensive, but you know, um, and there was a point where I was playing here, and it told me about outmaneuver front arc or something. I didn't read it till later on, but um, so the way it works is that you have to be performing a front arc attack and not in their arc. So with the Falcons, you were covering 2 arcs at once. So the only way to generally successfully pull it off is to guess and barrel roll which arc you think is going to be in. If you have multiple ships on a Falcon, obviously one of them would get outmaneuvered and then the other one would not. Or a bump would be another way to force the arc not to be turned so you can, engage with the outmaneuver. Uh, so there's straight, just turn my arc again because, why not? I turned on here. I could have went slower, did a nice easy in, but I didn't know what he was planning, and I didn't want to have Echo coming up to try to hit and then bump me into a bad spot and not be able to complete the turn. So making the turn now just felt like the best choice to do. Well, he's bringing Punisher back around and the Reaper, so my goal is to try to see if I can take some of those longer shots to take out Echo before the other two come back in. Because if it's, my advantage in that, my two versus his two, um, he has to turn arcs to find me, and I can just kind of drive straight and rotate mine to take shots. When evade. I'll have to see if we can move the camera to a little bit to encompass a bit more of the map. Um, I've not done it in a while, so not sure. Perhaps I'll get a ceiling mount or uh, something. Um, we'll work on it. All right, so I have to see what he's thinking here, but Echo on two. Um, I would also would have liked to see an Echo flown by him a little bit more aggressive to use the collision detectors to try to put extra pressure on. Um, I'm not sure the reason for the thermal there either. I think he just figured why not. Which again, sure, if you're could reload though, because at that point I might as well drop one and then take the action to reload. I think. I do like the fact that again, not in this particular reason because it's out there and whatever happens happens, but the having the I forget which one it is now, the gunner that adjusts the range, and you can put that at a four. And if I had a ship that was near the if that was the seismic, and depending on however many other ships were out, you could pull that back to make sure you hit the rock, then detonate the rock to hit everybody else. I mean, so and he didn't have. I don't think he dropped either seismic by the time we're done. Uh, They asked him, his asked him what he was doing, and he said he dropped a bomb, so he boosted, and he launched a bomb, so he barrel rolled, and he did it hard too. So all perfectly good and legal. A lot of awesome there. Um, I think if I had a list, I would try to change the Reaper and maybe put um, Phantom in. Could be a choice. Or like some cheap ties. Um, you know, uh, maybe like two generic interceptors could be a thing too. And I overlap there, run into the side of the Reaper. I didn't think he'd turn in there. He did, so he got a block off on me. So that was a good job. The only problem with that is because I am blocked by the Reaper. Only at the moment, Echo could take advantage of that, and I do have a shot um, into Echo. I mean, it is range true, but still a shot. Echo has no mods. I already have a target lock on Echo. I have a target lock onto the Reaper as well. So that's where Hans is on the Reaper. Rotating guns forward is the best bet between Han and Lando both shooting 4 dice to 2 and then 3 dice to 3. There's a good chance of killing Echo here. Um, Probably have my gun forward. Or maybe, no, I think I forgot that it was on the sides and I did all those mods for nothing. Oh yeah, the thermal goes off. I think it's a crit for him. Yep. Uh, and then Lando is a blank. So, if you drop a bomb, remember, don't hit your own stuff. That's the motto there. So, oh yeah. Nothing there. I'll blank. So the time I really could have used Han, I can't because there's no obstacles nearby. And then confirm it is in fact range 3. I think he's checking for 2. And do we decide it's 2? And we'll be able to tell till Hero says defense dice. Target lock. Yeah, there we go. For 3, we did decide that. And he takes 2, and I get Echo. Initial kill. is great because now there's no shots into either Han or Lando, and it could have been fairly bad for Han actually because of a gun being turned. That was stupid on my part. So, all right here. Well, 9 minutes left. I didn't see that come up. I'm going to plug my laptop in. There we go. Stupid thing. There we go. All right. Really, I should have charged to a higher percentage before I started this. All right. Well, let's see. If I was him, I think I would. Again, I would consider dropping the seismic, as it could hit Han if you're really interested in that. And then I would do a one bank in to engage Lando. Okay, but no bomb. Okay, do we get a reload? No. I guess focus. Must have had. Oh, it was a weapons failure he had from earlier. That's what it was. Weapon failure. And then I went over the debris. I forget it didn't matter if I went onto the debris or not. I lose one stress and gain a stress. That was the roll for the debris. No crit. So no damage. So I have a calculate um, and a range 1 into the Reaper. Han coming in as you see him playing with his templates on his face. That's what he does. I think I just spun the gun. I got no shots coming back, and I do have Han from the rock in the corner there. Um, seems all right to me. Range 2 either way. Alright, shooting a Reaper. 3 dice. Range 2, maybe rock? 1 evade. Direct hit. Alright, so that was into the Reaper. And then I get a range 1 from Lando into the Reaper. So that's something. All the cards. So my point, if you watch this, which I'm guessing you will at some point, is that what did the Reaper do for you? What did it bring to the table that could not have been accomplished by, like I said, 2 interceptors, um, 3 TIE fighters. There's other ships I think that would have been better suited to doing this. Um, so yeah, and then we just called it. So after that, uh, so that's a game there. I picked up a win. And yeah, other than that, please stay tuned. We got plenty more videos coming for X-Wing Second Edition, as well as Mage Wars videos, some Yu-Gi-Oh videos, um, all kinds of stuff. Thanks for watching, appreciate it, and we'll see you later.